Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Man, pumping the videos out, but did get a little package in the mail today. Got some stuff for our Cougar, which we'll work on tomorrow. But more importantly, we got some stuff for our Yokomo 91 works. So our Rubrix pulleys came in the other day, and right behind it came in a front and rear bulkhead mount. I wanted to give those a shot. I was going to order them in black, and I thought, oh man, I'll order them in blue, and I'm glad I did because the blue looks fantastic. So on our 870, we did break our front bulkhead. So I took the front bulkhead off this, and I already had these ordered last Saturday when I broke that because I knew they'd work on the 91 works as well. And the front go from a 3 degree to a 5 degree, which you can certainly kind of tell as far as where the hinge pin's mounted. And we were like ready to go with this thing. So I did forget I sold the battery pack with my 870, so I had to order a LCG pack. I ordered a ProTech one off A-Main. Spent probably a little too much money there on Black Friday, but got some good deals and some cool stuff coming to the channel. And one other thing that we got coming that maybe I'll reveal on the live on Sunday. So the Yokomo is done, so I switched out the diffs to 10K like we had in our 870. I then mounted the Rubrix pulleys on our slipper, which I am waiting for our vented slipper plate, which I should have like Tuesday or something, and the bulkheads. First of all, the color's fantastic. The machining is some of the best machining I've seen, even when I was racing motorcycles and stuff like that. Machine components off those, every bit high quality, everything lined up, dropped right in, and we were able to get our 91 works finished here. So we do have a couple things we need to touch up. The biggest thing is I need to get I ordered the B6 inner shock mounts that I need to tighten this up because these are bottom shock ends, and the Yokomos that just have a little too much play in them, so we're not gonna allow that. So I ordered some, should have those in. I'll switch those in out on the front and in the back. Also, the machining, I had to do a lot of spacing on the stock Yokomo bulkheads. On the Rubrix, I didn't have to do anything. They made it right up. I'm using the Cosworks. These are Cosworks hinge pins on the outer and on the inner. Same on the inner and the front. I do use spacers on the outside because the Cosworks hinge pins are probably they're just a tad bit longer than what they really need to be, and that helps eliminate any slop in there. So the back end is solid. The front end is solid as well. So got our mount in there. Again, using a 5 degree kick up versus the 3 degree, which should help with some of the steering response and stuff in there. We will see. On ours, we are using an offset exo mount for the big bores, and the only thing we got to tighten up on here is I did order the Racing steering knuckles. We have the hub carriers. I'm hoping Cosworks comes out with the hinge pin on this because this is the only part that really has some slop left in this, so I would like to tighten that up a little bit, and I think having a captured hinge pin would do that without binding anything up. And our pulleys, you can see in the back there, nice mounted up. So hopefully that eliminates any issues with our belts, but we will see. And like I said, I don't know, the Racing, I don't know if it's the belts, the pulleys, or the fact that, our slipper's pretty well locked down at more in just the track condition there. Super high grip, what's there to give? Probably a rubber belt is the first thing to give. So I do have a set of tough belts for this as well. So for whatever reason, we go through another belts. I have a set of tough belts, and I still have a set of stock, like Yokomo belts or something like that in there, perhaps. So wanted to do a quick video on this. And like I said, the price tag seemed, it was a little hefty, it's $100, but I tell you what, it was worth every penny. The fit, finish, quality is excellent. It's better than what came on the Yokomos. And when I was looking for a mount, it's like, I think the regular cast mounts are $35 to get a replacement. for $15 more, these are 3 times the quality. So much better. The machining's great. They look, and they look super cool. Can't beat that either. You got to look cool on the track. So those look great. And I'm excited to get this out on the track now that our 91 or our 870C is gone. Off that one, got that mailed out today. The 91 is going to take its place, and we are going to start running this. Like I said, if I had a battery, I'd maybe race it tomorrow, but I don't. So, and I want to make couple minor changes. Like I said, I want to get the camber ball end switched out with the correct ones from a B6 and get that tightened up. Get my spindles in. They should be here on Tuesday, along with a bunch of other stuff from A-Main. Put an order in a Hobby Action and Go Fast Hobbies as well this weekend. And I do want to thank Hobby Action. Sam called me from there today. They didn't have a part I ordered in black. They only had it in white. And called me up. I didn't have to fuss with email. Called me up, said, hey, I want to get this out for you today. Would you be opposed to be a white? It was a rear bulkhead for an RC10. Would you opposed to have a white versus black? And I said, no, that's totally fine. Send that out. And that's actually where we got our Yokomo vented slipper plate as well. So we do have an Octalock with carbon fiber pads on this, and we are going to put a vented slipper plate in here as well. And a 24 tooth lightweight Trinity pinion on there. Whew. Car's looking good. I'm excited to run this. Like I said, I was sad to see the roof scoop go, the 870, but happy that we can move on to the 91. Get this thing working. Like I said, a couple of changes are it does have the 13 millimeter Kashima big bores on it. And then obviously, the little nuances between the 91 and the 870. And then very few upgrades on this that are going to make a huge running change to it. Did do a Yeah Racing top deck on it because it looks cool. And still retains a factory tensioner on that side as well. And should be a little bit stiffer than the composite one that comes with the kit. And man, yeah, I think Exo Towers on this. I don't know if those are Exo Towers or not. I can't remember. It's been so long. With the B6 wing mount, man, it looks good. So on this one too, we are running the Yeah Racing bell crank system. The only thing I did different is I did mount. I forget why I did it, but I did mount the Exo carbon bridge up here in the middle and not on the bottom like it was on our 870. And I don't remember exactly why. I think, maybe it was because of the white cups. I don't know. Either way, that's a little nuance change that we had on this one versus our 870. So running that carbon bridge there. And just had to modify it slightly just so it would just miss the front diff. There's about 1 millimeter of space in between the front diff and that actual bridge. But that will work just fine. Just fine. But, yeah, super happy with Rubrix. Have always had good quality products from them. They painted both our bodies for our Masami and our Kinwald. I've ordered parts from Ruben over the past year and a half or so as well. And his parts have always been great quality, super fast shipping. At least for me, being here in Denver, he's in Texas. They get here in like 2 days, so that's great as well. And yeah, can't argue a whole lot with that. So if you haven't checked out Rubrix Racing, definitely check it out, especially if you're running any of the Yokomos or any of the vintage stuff, actually. Great selection of parts, custom painted bodies, all that as well, and some custom parts on there that you'll want. I know I have his front arms. I think I need to order a set of rear arms. I need to start building up some spares for this because I don't have too many on there, so I need to probably place another order with him here pretty quick as well. But wanted to do a quick video. Got these in today. Was pretty excited, so I had to toss them on, and man, they look fantastic. So, like, comment, subscribe right down below, and we'll see you on the next one.